Located in northwest Botswana, the Okavango Delta is the largest inland delta in the world. The broad Okavango River sinks into the dry sands of the Kalahari Desert, creating a lush and waterlogged oasis with crystal-clear lagoons and channels, reeded islands, and a fertile floodplain.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Good morning from Cape Town International Airport. It is, I don't know what day it is. It's a Saturday morning, August 20th, and we are headed to Botswana and then to Zimbabwe. So the first part of this trip will be 3 days at the Okavango Delta, then it will be 3 days in Chobe National Park, and then 3 days in Zimbabwe at Victoria Falls. So it's really quiet here. It says to get here 3 hours before an international flight, and it took us 5 minutes. Oh, that looks so good. That's so pretty. Thank you very much. And so we have ordered coffee while we wait for the next 2 hours for our flight. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, that's right.
I thought it opens both sides.
We're used to getting in on the other side.
Good morning.
Good morning.
On board. Thank you very much. Enjoy your flight, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Welcome on board. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Maun International Airport. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the airplane has come to a complete stop. It has been a pleasure having you on board, and we look forward to seeing you again in the near future on one of our airline flights. On behalf of our captain and the rest of the team, we wish you a safe and pleasant onward journey. Thank you and goodbye.
We made it to Botswana, and you have to wear masks inside still, so you probably can't hear me. Next flight, Wildernerss Air. So here we are in Maun at the Maun International Airport. I just went and got some pula. I don't have any clue what the exchange rate is yet, but I'll find out. And we are waiting on our next flight with Wildernerss Air. That sounds pretty cool. So it's a small puddle jumper that will take us to the Jacana Camp.
There hasn't been water for the past 6 years. It's only this year we had water this side. So expect it's gonna be a game flight. Have your phone on, don't turn them off. Take pictures as we head out into the delta. Okay. Big game like elephants and buffaloes, easy to spot. All right. When we get at Jar, we're not shutting down the engine. We're doing what's called a hot turnaround. Okay. We're gonna place the staircase by the main door, and then you guys are gonna leave with the propeller turning. So when you leave the aircraft, proceed straight to the game vehicle. Don't look back, don't turn around. Straight into the game vehicle. We'll sort out the main luggage for you, okay? John is our pilot for today. Yeah. If it gets bumpy, it's his fault. Oh, John. Bad landings, it's him. So we got that, eh? Okay. If you don't see animals, it's John. Okay. All right.
I blame everything on him, so y'all might as well too.
If you do, tip well.
Beginning of the Okavango Delta. The land that you just saw behind us is called the Buffalo Fence, and hope you start to see our show here.
Here is the location of the Jau airstrip.
Did you see? I saw 2 lions.
You saw lions from the air?
2 gators. I saw whole zebras, kudu, all of them. Elephant. I saw hippopotamus.
I saw elephants, crocs, some giraffe, a bunch of antelope. From the airstrip, we took a safari vehicle and then a boat to Jacana Camp.
Just take the stuff. Later on, they will actually start hunting now. For supper.
Here, we leave the safari vehicle in its own little garage, and we take a boat the rest of the way. Here we are, rolling through the Okavango Delta. You would think the water in the Okavango Delta comes from localized rain and flooding, but it doesn't. It comes all the way from the mountains in Angola. It takes 3 months, and it arrives about May during the Delta dry season. It stays until early October, but we're here in late August, and it is getting more and more shallow each day. Here is our first sight of the Jacana Camp.
I think he wants you to go that way.
So this is the walk from the main area to our cabin. If it's dark, we are required to be escorted. And the reason is because there are wild animals. And each cabin is really set out off on its own. So here's cabin 3. You get down to the, what is it? Oh. There's cabin. See, you can't even see the cabins from off the path. And there are only 5 cabins in this whole camp. And we are cabin number 5. And last night at approximately 12:30, I hear this crunching, crunching, crunching. And we had an elephant come right up. Well, we think it was an elephant. It could have been a hippo, but I feel like it's an elephant.
Right there, see the print? It's like this. That's an elephant.
Yeah, I really think it was an elephant. So I didn't come outside, but I came to the door to look, and I couldn't see anything. And I didn't want to turn my light on because it was so dark. And then I hear him tromping out across the water there. The doors here are just screens with this chicken wire, so it's wide open, and we hear all the amazing noises at night. This is where I believe I will find John shortly. Each cabin consisted of a really solid hardwood floor, canvas walls, and a canvas ceiling. All of the windows were simply screens, so you really got a nice breeze. You could hear everything going on outside.
We got the one at the end of the road.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. The main lodge consisted of this large central breezeway with a small curio shop on one side and stairs up to the dining room and bar on the other side. This is the dock where we depart from for every game drive. This is where we gather for all our meals. Breakfast and lunch are a buffet style, and dinner is served by the course. Thank you. It was a great morning. This looks good. A typical day at Jacana consisted of 6:30 wake up, 7 a.m. breakfast, 7:30 morning activity, which was typically a boat ride over to the safari vehicle where we did a game drive. Then we'd come back to the boat, have the ride to camp, have lunch, take an afternoon rest. At 4 p.m. we would meet for high tea. At 4:30 there would be an evening activity, which always consisted of sundowners as we watched the sunset in the bush. And then dinner at 7 p.m. and then to bed after that.
There's another eagle up in that tree right over there.
Yep.
See, those are the pirates. Yeah, the Maya's pirates. Yeah. Yeah. Because now
This litchway is very safe at the moment.
the litteries, they're very safe because they are more into the open area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, you know, lions, they kill their prey by element of surprise because they are not really fast enough to catch their prey. You know, they have to stalk the prey, try to get a little bit closer, and then from there they just sprint. They are big.
Very big.
Very big.
You don't want to mess around with them, though.
How much do they weigh?
At some point during every morning game drive, we would pull over and we would have morning tea. Sometimes you never know what you'll see around the next corner.
Beginning of November, because the gestation period is only 6 months. And now most of them here.
Here we are, looking for the rare wildlife in the Okavango Delta. And just over here, if we come up slowly enough without spooking him, we find the wildest wildlife of all. John in a bathtub of brown Okavango water.
I like to enjoy them.
They are funny.
Yeah, they're all funny.
Oh, they're running away.
Yeah,
The only thing that I don't like them was
the mokoro. Hello, folks, again.
Hello, Isaac.
Welcome to our ship. One question.
No, a canoe, but not a mokoro.
And kayaks.
We don't use the wood one, we use the fiberglass because we conserve our environment. As you know, elephants, they break trees, they keep on break the trees. That's why the government, they changed the system to leave the elephant with their trees, then we can do our own fiberglass. Yeah.
Whew, it is tippy, isn't it?
That's not us.
I know. We relaxed while Isaac pushed us along with a pole and pointed out all the wildlife.
Low legs.
Have you ever? You have?
But especially when the way we learn our mokoro, because when we still young, about 15 years old, that's why we...
Moving slowly and being so low to the water really allowed us to get much closer to things than we would in the other boat.
Very goose take off. That is our largest goose that we have here. Berry.
And here we've pulled up to a dry island for some sundowners.
Nothing happens. You hear the frog?
I do.
Now they are active now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty noisy at night.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it though. They're fabulous.
Here in Botswana, more especially we got another tribe that we call it the Hambukuti tribe. They like to go in the water hole, collect them. Fry them like chicken, they are very nice.
Like chicken, they are.
Take your word for it.
Frog legs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Masadi.
I would like to introduce our menu for tonight. For starter, we are going to have butternut soup with butter bread, followed by roast beef fillet, served with green creamed peppercorn sauce, pork curry, herbed rice, creamed spinach, mixed patty pans, Greek salad, and for dessert I'm going to offer you with a cranberry pudding served with cream. Please enjoy your meal. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'll take this time to give Banin to tell you about the Barbary. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening once again. Good evening. And for tonight, for my wines, I'll be offering you the Ken Forest Petit Cape Surf for the red wine. And then I've got the Vondelin Chenin Blanc for the white wine. Hope you'll enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now we interrupt this story for some education with Professor Isaac. This is one of our guides, Isaac. He grew up here in the Delta, and he shared all kinds of great information with us.
I already open like this,
Yes.
and then they go for the seeds. Some of seeds, they coil into the water. That's why they go to germinate it again.
So it's the pygmy geese and the spurwings that are basically making sure these guys
Perfect.
live.
By spreading the seeds. May I taste some?
Yeah, taste.
I just take these.
It's like slippery. When you touch it, it's like oil. It's like oil.
It is very
this, you
slippery.
mix it with the beef.
Yum.
I eat lots.
They are. They have an interesting flavor. I can't.
It's very subtle.
Yeah.
Don't you? Feel it like sugar cane, and from there you go for the inner part. They got a nice juice that you chew it like a chewing-gum, and then you suck that juice. Yeah, and the elephant they keep you and pull it, and then they are very sweet.
Yeah.
Some taste like a chewing-gum taste, and the elephant they go for the roots. They are very sweet. They like them too. That's why the elephant, when they come in the islands, they go through to the water. They start digging the roots and then they collect them. And the Egyptian people, they use it to make some writing paper out of this.
Yeah, well,
That's
Really,
that's the
yeah.
original.
And really, here in Botswana, we use the dye of the elephant. To write it out, we make it
The homemade
like
paper.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This one they don't. It's not sweet enough because the water is shallow for taste.
The water, you say it's not good though.
Yeah, that one is not good. They don't have enough water inside. Want taste?
Now you want to try some?
Yes, I do. I do.
They eat water.
Okay, that makes sense.
Remember, for example, when we went in a motorboat yesterday and this morning, we passed that termite mound, the half one.
Yes.
Yes.
With the
Yes.
sycamore.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
the base is on the top.
Yeah, and the compartments were quite high.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you go in the dry area, You might see the termite mound. It's not same like here. There's one that you see in this wetland area like this. They are small.
To see, but they're not small in total because they're actually underground.
Yeah, because they're in the dry area over there.
Yes.
The water table is...
So the solid part's underground.
The guys had been talking about wanting to go fishing, so Luke and Isaac arranged for our very last evening to take them fishing.
Do not hurt yourself.
Isaac, don't you dare catch a fish before John and I. You'll be in big trouble if you do.
Isaac's got the best spot of the whole lot.
He has.
Why is he sitting there? Why don't the two of you go that side?
Oh no.
That's funny.
He's going to catch
John caught the first fish and the most fish, but Isaac caught the largest and two different types of fish. After a couple of hours, this guy made an appearance, and he wasn't happy with us.
See, this is what I don't like.
Okay. We shall sit down and go. He didn't like us.
You see, this is...
Yeah, that's a little intimidating.
And you see, they're fast underwater. You know where they're coming up.
But I don't think he will come here.
Oh no.
He was just trying to scare us.
Assert himself.
Yeah.
Well, it worked.
Just to try. Yeah, it's more like a mock shirt.
I know, but I'm not going to...
Camp. We're leaving the Jacana Camp.
Jacana. We are leaving Jacana Camp. Here was our beautiful view. On to Chobe. Even the drive back to the airstrip turned into a game drive. So those are hornbills and goose?
Now here you see the spare-winged goose.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one, those are the open-billed stork.
Open-billed stork.
Yeah, the open-billed stork, the black one. Seems like the might kill.
Our other guide, Luke, shared with us that these two female African wild dogs have been at the airport for a couple of months now. There was a male with them, but he has not been seen for a couple of weeks. Luke was pretty sure that they had just been cut off from their pack due to the high water and that they will soon go rejoin their pack.
Yeah, I'm sure they saw those impalas because they also using their, the eyesight, to look around. Yeah. Yeah, they've got a very good smell, but not as good as the hyena. They rely on the eyesight to check around the area. Wild dogs are very successful hunters. That's why you see these ones. It looks like they killed something maybe yesterday. And they've got a very fast metabolism to digest the food. That's why they have to hunt like quite often. And their main prey are impalas and red litchfish. They don't really go for the big animals. And they rely on their speed because they've got a very good stamina to chase the prey for a long time.
She's like, come on, I smell them.
Yeah. I know. Every individual has got unique patterns. It helps us to identify, the individuals. Well, now they are going to that big tree there, trying to get to the shade.
Thank you for joining us in the Okavango Delta. Now we catch a flight from the Jau airstrip to fly to the town of Kasane, Botswana, for 3 days at the Chobe National Park.